In this video, you'll learn about the AND function in Excel. The AND function is a logical function that checks if all of multiple conditions are met at the same time. If all conditions are true, the AND function returns true. If any of the conditions are false, the AND function returns false. The syntax for the AND function is as follows: equals and condition 1, condition 2. The function takes one or more conditions as arguments. Each condition can be a logical expression, a cell reference, or a value that evaluates to either true or false. The AND function returns true only if all conditions are true, otherwise it returns false. Here's a basic example of how to use the AND function. We have a sample data table with values in cells A1, A2, and A3. A1 contains the number 85. A2 contains the number 92 and A3 contains the number 78. The formula equals and A1 is greater than 80, A2 is greater than 80, A3 is greater than 80, checks if all three conditions are true. In this case, the result is false because A3, which is 78, is not greater than 80. All the conditions must be true for the AND function to return true. Let's examine the truth table for the AND function to understand how it works. The table shows the possible outcomes based on two conditions. If both condition 1 and condition 2 are true, the AND function returns true. If condition 1 is true and condition 2 is false, the AND function returns false. If condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, the AND function returns false. Finally, if both condition 1 and condition 2 are false, the AND function returns false. To reiterate, the AND function returns true only when all conditions are true. Let's look at a practical example using student grades. In this scenario, we want to check if students pass both math and science, assuming a passing score is 70 or higher. The table displays student names, their scores in math and science, the formula used, and the result. For example, Alice scored 85 in math and 78 in science. The formula equals and B2 is greater than or equal to 70, C2 is greater than or equal to 70, returns true, indicating Alice passed both subjects. Bob scored 65 in math and 82 in science. The formula equals and B3 is greater than or equal to 70, C3 is greater than or equal to 70, returns false, as Bob did not pass math. Carol scored 92 in math and 88 in science. The formula equals and B4 is greater than or equal to 70, C4 is greater than or equal to 70, returns true, showing Carol passed both subjects. Here's an explanation on how to combine the AND function with the IF function to create conditional logic based on multiple criteria. The basic structure is equals if and condition 1, condition 2, true result, false result. A practical example would be equals if and A1 is greater than or equal to 70, B1 is greater than or equal to 70, pass, fail. This formula checks if the values in cells A1 and B1 are both greater than or equal to 70. If they are, it returns pass, otherwise it returns fail. The AND function is flexible and can handle up to 255 conditions at once. Here's an example of how to use it with multiple conditions to check employee bonus eligibility. Imagine an employee is eligible for a bonus if they meet several criteria. The formula equals and A2 is greater than or equal to 5, B2 is greater than or equal to 85, C2 is greater than 10,000, D2 equals yes. Checks if the employee has worked for 5 or more years, has a rating of 85 or higher, has sales greater than 10,000, and has completed the required training. All conditions must be true for the employee to be eligible for the bonus. Here are the key points to remember about the AND function. First, all conditions must be true, meaning the AND function returns true only when every single condition evaluates to true. Second, the AND function can test up to 255 conditions, allowing you to test multiple criteria simultaneously in one formula. The AND function is perfect for scenarios requiring multiple criteria validation. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.